Could you exactly explain to people what happened here tonight?
Well, what happened here tonight was the leader of the Tory group was so disillusioned with his dysfunctional group that he decided to join the Labour Party, and we're very proud and privileged to have him on board because a lot of his community values are our community values. And after that, it's fair to say it was chaos and a pantomime, all chaired by the Mayor to the best of his ability. The sad fact is that he probably wasn't quite up to it this evening. So we had a prolonged number of adjournments when obviously backdoor deals were done, and astonishingly we've got a Conservative council that's been kept in power by the vote of the BNP and by the casting vote of the Mayor.
But nobody in political history likes anybody crossing the floor. If you go to Sean Woodward and way back to the 70s. Is this part of the problem or part of the solution?
No, I think that the issue here is not so much that councillors do cross the floor. There's not a great deal of politics in local government, but I think this is a far more significant defection from their point of view. Here we had the leader that they were being whipped and preparing speeches to support this evening, and they've had to elect another leader because he has decided that he's had 2.5 years of fighting battles, taking his eye off the ball, and he's been unable to do that, and he's had enough, and he shares our vision for the future. I mean, we have got a vision for the future, and we will just continue to make progress. I mean, poor Gary's got a difficult job.
And where does everybody go from here? What image would you say that the public have tonight of Thurrock Council?
Well, look, as dysfunctional as that meeting was, it was a democratic meeting, and democracy doesn't run smooth to an agenda, and I think people would have seen democracy in action. It's not perfect, but what's the alternative? Not having people there arguing the toss and expressing their views one side or the other. That's what democracy is all about, and sometimes it does get a little bit fractious and people feel strongly, and that's a good thing. Because regardless of what side of the political defence you're on, there's a lot of people in there that do feel strongly about what happens in Thurrock, and I'm very proud of that.
And the people who voted Terry Hipsey Conservative, should they have any opportunity to vote Terry Hipsey Labour?
Well, they will have when he's up for re-election. I mean, I didn't hear the Tories talking about a by-election when 2 of our members defected to them a couple of years ago. So, Terry's primarily a community candidate. Community councillor, works very hard for his constituents, and he will continue to do that, and he'll do that as a Labour member. And this is the problem, you see, the people that walking past making silly remarks, that's one of the issues he's had to put up with for 2.5 years, and it says more about their group that they have to do that when we're being interviewed than anything else. So I'm very pleased that Terry's on board. He's a thoroughly decent, honest man, and I'm sure he'll do a very effective job now we've got the Labour team around.